Hi, hello, namaskara. I'm Pradeep and hope you guys are doing great. I know guys, I know you guys are surprised. I have the OLA electric scooter in the flush here, the yellow looking very beautiful, and I also have the Indian made Ather 450X. Both of them are Indian startups and one of the renowned electric motorcycles in the market. So this is the first comparison video of the Ather 450X and the S1 Pro from the OLA. So one of the biggest difference, if you ask me, is the price point and the range. So the Ather is very expensive compared to OLA because it's about 1,50,000 rupees on road here in Bangalore, whereas the OLA electric scooter is about 1,41,000 for the top model S1 Pro, which gives you a range of about 181 air I climbed, but you get about 150 to 160. So if you compare it with the Ather, right, the range is very huge difference because it gives an extra range of about 70, 75 to 80 kilometers, which is almost the double. Yeah, so and also the pricing as well. There is a price difference about 10 to 20,000 difference from the top model of Ather to the top model of the OLA. Yeah, and the connectivity features. So both of these have very advanced connectivity features. If you compare it, they have the TFT display in the Ather as well, OLA as well. But in the OLA, you have much more adaptability. Like you have cruise control, you have reverse mode, and so this is 94%. In normal mode you get 143, sports mode 116, hyper mode 90 kilometers, and speed as well. If you compare the speed of the OLA versus Ather, right, OLA is much more faster, whereas 90 kilometers is a cutoff for the Ather 450X, whereas this can go up to 112 to 115 kilometers of top speed in hyper mode, whereas in the warp mode in the Ather you can go up to 90, and even the difference as well, top speed difference is huge. If you see it in the flush, right, I think the Ather looks much more muscular, but OLA looks very cute if you ask me. Like, it's unisexual, whereas Ather looks like a proper sports scooter. But if you compare it with the comparisons, right, this is much more faster, more range, more battery pack, and bigger motor as well compared to the Ather. So I'm sure Ather is working on a bigger product compared to the S1 Pro to compete, so that they can give. And this comes with a key, whereas a physical key is given in the Ather, whereas in the OLA it's completely remote, whereas it's similar to how the Tesla works, right? You can connect your phone or you can have the pin code to start up. So it's completely remote, whereas Ather, it's physical key for switching on the scooter or the boot as well, whereas in the OLA, right, you have to press this button and this beautiful boot opens up, man. It's a very huge boot as well, one of the biggest in the market. You can see here there is already one helmet kept, yet it has more space to keep one more helmet. So one of the biggest boot space in the market. So why this is important? Because in our daily day-to-day life, right, we need that storage capacity for us to keep a lot of storage if you are going to grocery shopping. Whereas Ather, it has adequate space, but since the motor is placed just underneath the boot, right, so you don't get much of a boot space. So I don't want to bore you guys with adding the comparisons of the power figures, how big is the motor. I'll add all the montages here in the top. Looks wise, my first impressions is I still feel the OLA is much better looking. It's a newer product, a newer looking model. The colors as well, you get a lot more colors in the OLA compared to Ather, whereas you have maximum 2 to 3 colors, and all these 3 colors are a little boring: white, black, and green, whereas in OLA S1 Pro you have close to 10 colors. And yeah, so 3 modes: normal mode, sports mode, and hyper mode. Hyper mode, you can get a range of about 100. So this is my first impressions. I really impressed. I just took a test ride of the OLA S1 Pro, and I'm really impressed because it's gonna give a very tough competition to Ather, because Ather should come up with something new, because everyone will go for the S1 Pro going forward, because it's not even value for money. It's not gonna give you the range as well, because in eco mode you only get about 85 kilometers, whereas in the hyper mode itself the S1 Pro will give more than 100 kilometers. That's a huge leap. Whereas in the warp mode, in this you get hardly 50, 55, which is not at all enough. And the top speed as well. And Yeah, other than that, the looks wise, both of them are very similar, 110 section tires, whereas this is little sporty and this is little unisexual, and it's suitable for everyone. In normal mode, even the old person can look, and in the hyper mode, it's bomb, man. It's leaps above the Ather 450X is what I feel. Yeah, so I don't have much time here. I have to give back the scooter now. So if I have any information remaining, I'll have a voiceover.
Difference of the map connectivity features is the usage. Ather uses the traditional Google Maps, whereas the Ola uses the Indian-made Map My India, so which is quite different and unique. You'll find out very soon. And also, one of the biggest disadvantage from Ather to Ola is this bump that you have in the footboard. It's a banana-shaped bump. It looks very inconvenient, and you'll have a lot of problem. Whereas Ather has a flat one. And the biggest question that a lot of you guys asked is about the headlight. Is the headlight any good compared to your previous reviews that you have done? Yes, it seems to be okay, reasonably well, that I have written in the night, but it's on par with Ather. So both of them are same. And one more thing that is different in Ather is, even though Ola has a bigger boot space, it doesn't have a light in the boot, whereas Ather has a small light which illuminates the entire boot. And even though the boot is small, this kind of things adds up. Whereas Ola has bigger boot, can keep 2 helmets, but doesn't have a small light.
And I hope you guys liked the video. If you did, hit the like button, comment down below what do you think, and do subscribe to our channel. Until next time, ride safe, bye bye. Go take a test ride of the Ather and also the Ola, and you decide it yourself which one is best. Bye bye.